Why, hello, you amazing, beautiful people, and welcome back to another monster reaction video. This series is awesome. It is utterly awesome. Put it this way, for me, Monster is already up here. It can only go here, you know? Well, that's not true. It can also keep going up. But it's like, you know when people say like defeat, snatch from the jaws of victory? That's what I'm feeling like with Monster, you know? It's like, it's Monster's game to lose. Like, I am loving this anime. I am hooked. I am excited for every damn reaction. It is like no anime I have seen. Like, none. I can't compare it to anything. If I had to, gun to my head, I'd compare it to Death Note. But honestly, I prefer it, like, so far. I liked Death Note, but Hunter x Hunter is obviously, like, more delved in realism and doesn't have the supernatural elements and I really like that. Like I said, again, couldn't compare it to anything. Like, Death Note is the only thing I'd say, like, is more, like, visually, maybe? I wouldn't, the story I've never seen. Like, visually and, like, sort of, like, the emotions, I'd say. But other than that, that's it, really. But, yeah, this anime is fantastic. It is such a brilliant story. How can you not get sucked in watching this? I don't know what's going to happen with our Dr. Tenma. Is he going to go back to work now? Is he just going to continue like things are normal? What happens with the police? Who knows? Nina? I've got no clue. Anyway, like, subscribe. Don't forget as well, Unblurred Reactions are on Patreon for $1 a month only. And if you sign up to Patreon right now, you can get yourself an exclusive 20% off discount code off our brand new Halloween drop on the G.O.T Games clothing store. We have brought out tons of awesome freaking stuff. Over 30 unique Halloween items, and we ship worldwide. So go check it out. Links are in the description. And let's jump into my first time reaction to Monster Episode 8.
この脳動脈奇形には何本も血管が入ってる。流入動脈はすべて切離。流出静脈を処理。
So is he back at work now?
ナイダス摘出完了。
I'm guessing he's back at work. Maybe.
うまくいったな。ああ、さすがだな。相変わらずの素早いクリッピングだ。いやー、見事なオペだった。長期休暇の後の久々の出頭だったが、天才の腕は冴える一方だな。
終わった。
お？
いや、なんでもない。
That was weird. What does he mean by it's over? What's over? Does he still live in the same place? I can't remember. Is this his new house? No. Who the hell's this? Is this his ex? Wait. You know what's weird about this is she has pictures. She still has a picture of her and Dr. Tenma, right? But years have passed. Like, loads of time as well. Not like a short amount of time. Was it like 10 years? It was like 9 years. It was a huge jump. And she's still hung up on that? Interesting. Their relationship is an interesting one.
素晴らしいわ、ケンゾ。
僕のニュースじゃなく、君のパパのニュースだよ。
それはそうだけど、でもそれもあなたがゆうべ父のチームで完璧な手術をしてくれたからよ。父もきっと感謝してるわ。
Yeah, sure.
病院の名声を上げてくれたのはあなたなんですもの。
感謝するのは僕の方だよ。僕がこうしてドイツでやっていけるのも君のお父さんのおかげだからね。
頑張ってケンゾ。父についていけば絶対に大丈夫。父が病院の理事長になるのは時間の問題だし、そしたらあなたもすぐに外科部長、ゆくゆくは院長、そして私は院長夫人。幸せにしてよ。私に苦労は似合わないから。外に出かける？それとも
It's kind of sad. I feel like her life is kind of sad, you know? Like, when you really think about it. There's a lot of complications around her character as well. You know, like, her dad was the director, but she wants him to become the director so she can be married to the director's wife. Maybe some Oedipus sort of complex, I don't know, is that going on there? Or like reverse Oedipus. Is there a word for the other way around? I don't know, is it only like the guy way? I don't really know enough about psychiatry to comment on it. But anyway, pushing that aside, her story is literally, she fell in love with this guy. Well, I mean, did she fall in love with him, or did she fall in love with the idea of the money that the guy would present and the safety and security? Because that's the thing she mentioned, you know? But anyway, you know, had this relationship with Dr. Tenma, but then pretty much, like, was engaged to him, didn't even have a conversation with him, immediately blew him off, and, like, was like, fuck you, and then started hanging out with other guys. Like, let's not forget that, okay? She was a dick. She was literally, like, imagine this, engaged to a guy. The next day, that guy loses his job, and you go, don't really like you anymore, here's your ring, I'm off. Hey, how you doing over there, big boy? That's what she literally did, you know? But then her father dies, okay? And then she wants Dr. Tenma to comfort her, and then she starts realizing her mistakes. It's a tough one, you know? It's a tough one. It's like, you can feel bad for her, but I think, like, because it is sad. I wonder what her life's like these days then. Does she speak to him at all? She's still thinking about him, obviously. The life you could have had if you weren't such a dick. She is not.
うるさいわね。
奥様申し訳ございません。
She has a butler? How does she have any money after 9 years?
お久しぶりです。エヴァ・ハイネマンさん。
I guess maybe her dad left her some in the will, maybe? That
9
made
年
the
前の
most
お父
sense,
さん
right?
の事件の際にはお世話になりました。連邦捜査局のルンゲです。
ルンゲ？ああ。下がっていいわよ、ホルス。
あ、はい。
あなたのこと思い出したわ。
My one bit of advice to the anime community when you watch reaction channels is to remember that you got also the house and the painting kind of looks like the house in ReZero. To remember that we don't have the hindsight of knowing what a character becomes. In the past, I've done reactions to anime, and I've like said, "Oh, I don't like this character. What a dick. What a selfish person." Or like, "Oh, like I really like this character," or something like that, right? And I'll see people like give me like a critiqued comment, and it gets upvotes, and they'll be like, well, actually, this character's quite complex, you know, because the feelings and emotions of this character, blah, 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 blah. And immediately reading that comment, you guys think you're being subtle, but you're not being subtle, all right? We're not idiots, like on the other side of the screen. We know immediately what that means, and we'll read it and go, okay, so this character ends up being good. And it's like, and then people are like, well, not necessarily. It's like, yes, you've clearly said that. Because at the moment, a character is being a douche, and then you've said something like this, so immediately we can put two and two together and go, okay, so they end up being good. The only reason I'm saying this is because be careful with your comments when it comes to Monster. I haven't had any yet. This is like a preemptive thing, because right now I'm sitting here going like, Ava, don't know about her, you know, like she seems like a dick, probably would I forgive her, blah, blah, blah. And I don't want like comments where people are like, well, actually, her character is very... Don't do that, okay? Okay, just like, I don't have that hindsight that you guys do. And my opinion of a character might change when I get to the point where you guys are. So just let me watch in my ignorance.
事件もろくに解決できないヘボ刑事ね。
She's like bungling.
今さら私に何の用なの？
お父様の死後もこの大邸宅をこうして維持されていると大したものですね。
That was my first question too.
以前にも増して調度品など豪華に
That
なった
was
ようだ。
literally my first question. That's hilarious.
父の遺産と離婚の慰謝料で私がどれだけ儲けたか見に来たってわけ。
Alimony?
ご覧の通りよ。何不自由な
ら。Oh, she's married and divorced.
何かお気に入りのものがあったらお持ち帰りになって。
Oh, she married and divorced.
私はお酒があればそれで十分。
Okay, that makes sense. So she got father's inheritance, then married and
ちょっとお見せしたいものがありましてね。このネクタイなんですがね。
ネクタイ。
見覚えありませんか？覚えてらっしゃらないかもしれない。9年前の品ですからね。シンプルな柄ですが、よく見ると折り柄が非常に凝っていて、なかなかいい品ですよ。
それがどうしたの？
いや、苦
She
労しま
knows.
したよ。
She
何しろ
knows.
9年前の品です。しかし運よくこの商品はその店の上得意の客に向けた限定生産品でしてね。その店の顧客リストにあなたの名前を見つけたんです。
だからなんだっていうのよ。
あなた、これを買われて誰かにプレゼントなさいませんでしたか？ある殺人事件の重要な鍵になるんですがね。
She knows.
殺人。
She knows. She's not gonna say. She's not gonna say.
さあね。
Yeah. No.
男にプレゼントなんて山ほどしたからいちいち覚えてらんないわ。何しろ私に寄ってくる男はみんな私のお金が目当てですもの。
よく思い出してください。
知らないって言ってるでしょ。どいつもこいつも金目当て。私を心から愛する人間なんかいやしないわ。
Interesting. Her sticking up for Tenma like this, because you can tell, like, the second she saw it, she, like, changed a little bit and was like, what's it to do with this? What's it to do with that? Like, you can tell she knew straight away, and she's sticking up for him. You can tell she still has, like, actual feelings. The fact that she's still got the picture, even after all this time, it shows that, like, she maybe not at the time, maybe she didn't realize it, but definitely now cares for Tenma and regrets it.
だから逆に慰謝料山ほど踏んだくってやったのよ。3回ともね。ざまあ見ろ
She's
だ。
had 3 marriages? Wow.
あなたも何か欲しい？何か欲しいの？言ってごらんなさい。その代わり高くつくわよ。
また伺います。何か思い出したらご連絡ください。
I think
今度来るときはお酒の一本も持ってらっしゃい。
he knows too. Imagine he's just wearing the tie in that picture. He knows that he knows he's smarter than she thinks, and she's smarter than he thinks. Just had 2 full glasses of whiskey. That's it. I'll be done. Even after all this time, she still has the picture. Anger into sadness.
Eva.
Where she blew it.
Eva, 君からお父さんに言ってくれないか。僕は間違ったことはしていない。
She wasn't even gonna acknowledge him.
運び込まれた順番通りにオペしただけなんだ。
Let's not forget this, people.
それは婚約指輪じゃないか。
Look at her
あなた
face.
って本当にバカね。
エヴァ！
ドクターノルデ、素敵なスーツね。
君こそ今夜はまた一段と美しいよエヴァ。
ホルス、車を用意して。
So she's had 3 marriages, 3 divorces. She got
いやー、
money
ヘッさん
from.
元気になりましたね。顔色もいいし、これなら今週中にも退院できそうですよ。
ありがとうございます、ドクターテンマ。
3 marriages, 3 divorces. Has got all the alimony from that, and on top of that, her father's inheritance, which I would imagine would be quite substantial. I mean, isn't that the same house? Not 100% sure, but it looks fairly similar. That's just one room we've seen, but yeah, I mean, it would make sense for her to have the same house, right? Yeah, so that's how she got all that money. You would assume it would be from 2 letters. The first one beginning with O. The next one I'll let you use your imagination, especially these days.
来月、
Well, then again, this isn't
娘
the
の結
past.
婚式なんだが出席できますかね。
ええ、大丈夫です。でも宴会で羽目を外さないようにしてくださいよ。
ありがとう。諦めてたんだが、ドクターテンマのおかげだ。
Ah,
ヘッさんが頑張ったからですよ。
あんたがずっとついていてくれたら娘どころか孫の結婚式まで拝めそうだ。
Yeah, you
あん
can.
た本当に名医だ。
Yeah, he
ず
is.
っとこの病院にいてくださいよ。
Yeah, he will.
ドクターテンマ、お客様です。
Now, this is gonna
今
be
から開診を
interesting.
するんだ。忙しいから断ってくれないか。
Do you reckon it's about the
で
tie?
も
Surely she's gonna be like just plastered, you know? How much has she drunk already?
エヴァ。
This is gonna be interesting. What's this conversation gonna be like here? Does she know about the tie? Is it about the tie? A police officer was coming around asking questions about you. Is that gonna be the conversation? Or is it
久しぶりね健三。
or is it I miss you?
あ
Oh, he doesn't look happy.
私たちいろいろあったわね。お父様、もうお休み？入るわよ。
Thing is, even though she's a dick, she like you can't imagine what that must be like.
エヴァ。
エヴァ、辛いだろうが気持ちをしっかり。
お父様を返して。お父様。健三、お願い。私が悪かったわ。健三。
I'm actually really liking this episode. It's showing the emotional changes in these characters.
少しやつれたんじゃない？
He does look a bit skinny,
Yeah.
doesn't he? Oh no, he didn't.
長期休暇を取ってたそうね。そうよ。たまにはこうやって体を休めなくちゃ。あなた仕事の虫だもの。
By the way, I've never really known what is the specifics of it being like designated as a sabbatical. What does that mean? Like or like that term? Because obviously sabbatical, I presume, just means time off. But is there like a specific reason you would use that word? You know, other than just saying, oh, you took some time off. Why would you specifically say sabbatical? Does anyone know what the actual term is for that specific word?
君も少し痩せたんじゃないか。
いろいろあったから。
It's been 9 years,
噂で
guys.
聞いてる
I'm
でしょ。
sure your weight has changed a little bit.
あ
春ね。覚えてる？10年前の春、2人でよくドライブに行ったじゃない。若かったわね。この時期にあなた川で泳ごうとしたのよ。私慌てて止めて。そしたらあなたったら。
悪いんだけど。
え？
エヴァ、時間がないんだ。
健三。やり直したいの。3回の結婚の失敗で初めて分かったの。
After free
私のこと
felt
本当に愛してくれたのは
amazing.
健三、あなただけだったわ。
悪いんだけど。
健三。
The thing is, even if he wants to give it another go, which to be honest, oh man, it's a hard one, you know, because like part of me is like, yeah, why not give her another go? She obviously is but we're a viewer, you know. We are literally looking this as outsiders' perspectives, right? So from the outsider's perspective, we can tell she's changed, she's regretful, and she misses him and loves him, and would probably be, you know, incredibly faithful and amazing. We can see that. We know that. He doesn't know that. He's not seeing the shit we're seeing. He didn't see all the stuff in the house. He doesn't know, like, she's still got the picture. Like, he doesn't know any of that shit, right? So from his perspective, this is just some girl who, like, brutally broke up with him. They were engaged as well. Keep that in mind. They weren't boyfriend and girlfriend. They were going to be married. Brutally broke up with him after he lost his job. And then when he got the promotion, was like, yo, we should get back together. You know? Like, it would make sense for him to have, like, very bad feelings towards her. However, I don't think that's why he's saying no. I think he's saying no because of the situation he is currently in. It is definitely not safe for him to be in a relationship with her. I think he's saying no for her benefit.
お願い健三。
君の気持ちは嬉しいけど受けられないんだ。それじゃ。
待って健三、私黙ってたんだから。警察があなたのネクタイのこと聞いてきたけど、あなたあのネクタイで何かまずいことでもあるんじゃないの？あのネクタイは確かに私があなたにプレゼントしたものだわ。私の言う通りにすれば黙っていてあげるわ。
Interesting how Dr. Tenma never changes his facial expression. I do want to point out here, what a dick! She was literally like building all the foundations. I didn't tell them. I miss you. I know you loved me. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. If you do what I say, I will keep this a secret. Well done. In one sentence, you destroyed all the building you just did.
僕にはやらなきゃいけないことがあるんだ。
Morning. Is she angry or sad? What's her face saying? It looks pretty angry. That's a very angry face.
それなら全部言うわよ。ネクタイのこと警察に話すわよ。全部言ってやる。9年前お父様たちを殺したのも全部あなたの仕業だって。
People always lash out when they're desperate, don't they? Always. You see this all the time when it comes to breakups, where one person wants to end the relationship but the other person doesn't, and then you always get this. Like Moist Critical does videos on it, doesn't he? Like the text messages, and it's like all it is desperation. That's all it is, and it's like you see it all the time, which is where friends are so fucking important. Here's my little bit of advice, Luke's advice session for you guys. If you have a friend that's going through a breakup, please just support them. Be there for them and stop them making all the stupid mistakes we all make when we go through a breakup. You know, everyone does that roller coaster of like, it's fine. I miss you. Fuck you. I miss you. Fuck you. Don't just if you could not, if someone could just like switch someone's phone off for like a month. It's like, I'll turn it back on in a month. You would just, oh man, you'd like be a new person. You'd be like, oh man, I can't believe I was feeling. I would have said those things. It's literally always desperation. Sadly, 50% of people do shit like this.
なるほど。
Normal human.
重要参考人としてドクター天馬を引っ張れ。
しかしこれではフォルトナー夫妻とマウラー殺しの証拠には不十分では。
私が今言ってるのはハイデルベルク城での殺しの件だけだ。
はい。
よくご協力くださいました。これで一気にたくさんの事件が解決するかもしれません。
Well done. And now she's a dick.
どういうことだね、ドクター天馬。
勝手なことを言って申し訳ありません。
He's resigning.
君には最近いろいろ妙な噂があるようだが、あんなものを私は全然信じていないよ。もう一度考え直して。君ドクター天馬
What the fuck? It's obviously the police. This is the police.
私だ。
Hello, yes, that's me.
警察
I knew it!
えドクター天馬が殺人容疑
Well, this is not good. He asked them to bring in Dr. Tenma as a material witness. This is not how they would react bringing in a material witness. By the way, anyone wants to know what a material witness is? Have I explained this before? I feel like I've explained this before. Maybe I explained it to my wife. A material witness is quite simply someone who has seen an object that could have been used in a crime. For example, if I looked outside of my window and saw a knife just on the roof of my building, and then like a few days later the police turn up and they go, we're looking for a murder weapon, I could be brought in as a material witness, as in I have seen an object that has been used in a crime. A material witness is someone who has seen some kind of any material, any kind of object that could be attached or used in a crime. You know, attached to a crime, used in a crime, anything along those lines. As his necktie was found at the scene of a murder, Dr. Tenma could be considered a material witness for the location and use of the necktie in that murder. That is the difference between a material witness and a witness. But they're usually not suspects, so it's a bit strange for it to be like this. Actually, that's not true. I take that back. They are sometimes suspects. It all depends on the circumstances and series.
知りません。
そっちはどうした？さっさと探せ。
いや、しかし警部。
He's here. He's just. Huh?
なんだ？
どきなさい。公務執行妨害だぞ。ドクター天馬が人殺しなんかするわけがない。そうだ。
私たちの命を助けてくれた恩人よ。
ドクター天馬は無実だ。警察は帰れ。そうだぜ。帰れ。
Well, that's gonna make things difficult.
なんだかえらい騒ぎですね。パトカーが山ほど来てますよ。ドクター天馬。
そうか。何があったんだろう。とにかく駅の前で降ろしてくれ。
はい。相変わらずお忙しいですね、ドクター天馬。
How curious. How curious. So he's on the run then, is he?
僕は向こうでオペが待ってます。
待て、ドクター天馬。ドクター天馬。
大丈夫だ。頑張れ。僕が助けてやる。
Who would have thought?
僕は間違ってなんかいない。僕の人格に問題があるだと。あんたはなんだ。医者どころかただの金の亡者じゃないか。あんなやつ死んだ方がマシだ。
大変です。あの双子の兄弟がどこにもいないんです。
Interesting. Are we going to see more here, or is it just flashbacks? This episode has definitely shown us like tons of flashbacks, but I feel like it's really helped sort of like tie everything nicely. It's like it's been a good showcase of how to do flashbacks right in an anime, and I feel like it's done a very good job on it.
何が起きたんだ。
But is it going to add something to this, or just flashbacks?
僕ですよ。もう忘れちゃったかな。あの時の双子のことなんて。
Bro, I don't think he'd ever forget.
ヨハン。
助けてよ先生。死にたくないよ。先生。
It's interesting when Johan doesn't usually like kill people himself, and seeing that scene now, knowing how he does what he does.
死んでいたはずだったんだ。先生が僕を生き返らせてくれたんだ。
Just a handsome man. How could he ever do what he'd be a murderer? Can't be him, he's too handsome. Where the hell does the story go from here, man? Also, did they bring Ava back just to make her even more of a dick? And now Dr. Tenma's on the run from the police? 5 months later? Man, this anime loves its time jumps.
Todayも暑くなりそうだな。あんた夏だってのにそんなに着込んで暑くねえのかよ。あ、なんだいそりゃ。3日前の新聞じゃねえか。今度はフェルデンで中年夫妻がやられたってな。犯人は医者だって話じゃねえか。そういえばあんたもフェルデンへ行くって言ってたな。知り合いでもいるのかい？
ああ、会えるかどうかわからないが行かなくちゃならないんだ。
I got for a I'm just saying that's mighty suspicious. Imagine you just giving someone a lift They're just sitting there reading newspaper. They got this kind of face. And they're like this. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going there. Take me there. I might be like, maybe walk, bro. Maybe walk. Get some fresh air. Alright. We're not going to watch the ending every single time because it's the same every single time. But we will watch them when they update. You guys can just let me know and then we'll watch them when they update. For all I know, this one is an updated one. But it doesn't matter. We'll just watch it next week if it is. Whew. Alright. So a lot has changed. A lot has changed. I was super curious to see if Dr. Tenma was just going to go back to his normal job, you know? Because potentially he could, you know? Just go back to his normal job. Blah, blah, blah. And I was kind of like wondering if that was going to be the case. But now it is and isn't. He did go back to his normal job. And then I was wondering where the story was going to continue from then. But obviously, how could he possibly continue to just work like normal with everything that he's gone through, with everything that he knows? Like, he can't, you know? So that was very curious. How was that going to affect his working relationship? But obviously, they've decided to just, that's not a good idea. And they went with a more realistic route, which was him just quitting, resigning, and wanting to, what, find Johan, maybe? I mean, that would explain the gun. He's not going to use the gun on the police, right? So why else would he have a gun? Are we about to see Dr. Tenma be, like, go for full freaking John Wick? Is he about to start taking out people, Johan's organization and stuff like that? Is he about to go full Liam Neeson? Maybe. Maybe. I don't think so. It has been 5 months, but obviously his character's changed a lot already. You can just tell from just that driving scene, his demeanor, his attitude, the fact that he has a gun is very different. So that's curious. Also, Ava, man, you literally had a chance. You know, you had a chance. Actually, to be honest, Dr. Tenma was probably leaving the hospital, you know, already. I don't think Ava really changed anything other than making the whole freaking country think he's a murderer, which actually is quite a big deal. So, Ava, well done. You suck. Trying to give her the benefit of the doubt, you know, she went through a lot, you know, traumatized, the father, blah, 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 blah. Turns out, nah, even 9 years later, still a dick, trying to manipulate people to doing what she wants. Very selfish and just wanted a happy life. She literally said he was the only man who ever truly loved her. And then she just decided to burn that freaking bridge. Again, desperation makes people crazy. I guess the story continues with Dr. Tenma now on the run. Is he going to try and look for Nina? What is Nina doing? 5 months has passed. A lot of questions. Anyway, we'll find out a few more of the answers tomorrow. Like and subscribe. Don't forget to check out, by the way, please press subscribe. Don't forget to check out GOTgamesclothing.com. We've got the new Halloween range on there. It's very, very cool. We literally worked months on it. I'm so proud of how everything turned out. So please, if you don't plan on buying anything, go into the description, click the link for GOTgamesclothing.com and go have a little look over there, alright? Again, please like and subscribe. Have an amazing freaking weekend. And as always, my friends, you will see me in the next video.